speeches. And after all of you, how to speak. After Michał, after Szymon, after Sylvain, Laurence, Xavier. And it's a youth summit. I find it very indecent. What am I doing here? Should go home and take care of my grandchildren. Especially after I heard that we came to listen to you and to you young people, and that it's time for young people to speak up. So what am I doing here, really, honestly? I find it nasty. I find it nasty of you. No, but frankly speaking, while I was listening, and when I look at you, even if I hardly see you, and after I heard that from you that we didn't come here to discuss the past, but to discuss the present and the future, this present, in fact, is relative. Because if I take present as lifespan, then it's a very different present, yours and mine, for example. So I thought while I was listening to you, and we are all renewing Europe, and we speak about renewing Europe, and that's what this political group, which thank God I joined, is called Renew Europe. I'm really happy I joined this group. I thought we should maybe exchange a few words about it, treating you like my grandchildren, in order to realize that this process of renewing Europe is nothing that we start today. It has been renewed, or it was renewing for a longer time already, because I will only share with you my very personal experience, which I often share. I often hear criticism. This European Parliament, everything is so slow. You take the decisions so slowly. You discuss for years, for hours, weeks, months, and years before the decision is being taken. You quarrel so much. And then, especially when I first joined the European Parliament and I came to this huge plenary and I looked around and I thought, our fathers shot at each other, literally. Our fathers were murdering each other. And we quarrel. And we discuss, probably too long. And finally we vote. And we make laws. And we make a step forwards. Maybe not as a leap, maybe not as a big step as you would like to, but we make a step forwards after all those quarrels. And I thought, this is always very moving to me. I must admit that in Strasbourg, when I enter the plenary and we have those lengthy discussions and everybody is tired, I look around and I think, our fathers shot at each other. And I sit next to those people and I make laws for all of us together. And that's what I would like to share with you. Look around when someone criticizes Europe. Now, as we are in this room, who's next to you? Your grandparents, maybe great-grandfathers, shot at each other. This generation before you, the generations too, probably before you, destroyed this continent, partially, completely, this city, when you look at the history of this city, and how completely it was destroyed. And today, we sit here, we discuss in our parliaments, in the European Parliament. This is an evolution. This is a renewing Europe in which we take part. And I would really like you to realize next to whom you sit. What is the history of your families? We all inherit sensibilities, knowledge. It defines our reactions. Look at each other, how different we are, from what different surroundings we come, and we build this Europe together today. And you must accelerate this process. You must deepen it. You must improve it. Without it, all this effort will be worth nothing. And we are accelerating it today. And I really do count then with your involvement, with your voices, we will manage not only to keep it up, but to deepen it, to improve it, to make a real unity out of it. And when I think about the fact, my father and your grandparents, your grandfathers were shooting at each other, let us realize this really. And what we do now in this room, we will discuss, we will finish this entrance official opening, you will go to the working groups in order to talk about green energy, about equal possibilities, about security, and you will write a manifesto together, and in the end, there is always time for beer. We will drink beer together, and that's what I wish you, to have a Europe where we work together and enjoy together. But you have to elaborate a better, stronger single market to achieve everything that we heard from previous speakers and in the end from Laurence. Especially for those new technologies, when I think that we still suffer from geo-blocking, this is not normal, that we cannot watch each other, television, news, etc., etc. We need a stronger single market. We need a real security policy, foreign, external politics, and a strong security policy, and that's also what the Ukrainians need from us. We need a common migration policy. We must work on it together. The fact to drown people in the Middle Sea or let them Mediterranean Sea or let them die between Poland and Belarus is not a solution. Those walls are not a solution. We need a common migration policy. There will be more and not less migrations. You spoke already about green strategies. No country will manage with it. Our air is common and not only European. We need a strong Europe not only to have green strategies, green policies here, but also to influence other countries, other continents. And we can manage it when we have our policies strong, united, clearly defined. And we need solidarity. We need solidarity not only with Ukrainians who need it badly from us today, but also to achieve those equal chances about which we spoke, the equal possibilities. This continent has to live in solidarity, and that's what I wish you. Have very good discussions and find time for beer. Thank you.